Hi everyone, this is Miss Mama Mo 1 for Mama Mo's Homemade Treasures. And I just had to come in here real quick because of my whole mood has changed. I'm in a very horrible mood. And I'm about to tell you guys why. My son came home from school and he just told me the craziest thing in the world. I mean, I know a lot of people are saying the same thing, but let me tell you what he said, or let him tell you. Keithy, come and tell YouTube what happened today and what was said.
Um, Hi. My teacher said I told her that I might go see Whitney Houston funeral, and she had said that oh, why you going? Cause you wouldn't go to like a crackhead's funeral and stuff. She's like her music is beautiful, but the way she lived her life is not good. And she said you should go into like our army's funerals instead of hers.
Thank you, son. Now, first of all, I'm not going to say that has anything to do with racism at all, because I know black people is going around saying the same thing. My thing is, this woman was a human being. She grew up in a church. She knew God. You know, her mother made sure. But one thing I've learned, when you have children, no matter what you do, and I didn't learn that from my child because my child is not grown up yet, but I just learned that from watching people in my family. It doesn't matter what you do, okay? Let me give you an example. My grandparents had 6 children, all boys, okay? And this is, like my father was born in 55, and he was next to the last, okay? Both my grandparents worked for transit. They both retired from transit. They were, my grandfather's a real big entrepreneur, but back then he wasn't. He was still, opening businesses, closing businesses. That's why I get the bug from the businesses. But 6 boys, and out of all 6 of my, well, 5 of my uncles, including my father, all 6 of them were raised in a church. All 6 of them have college degrees, okay? All 6 of them were raised in a house with their mother and their father, and they never were deprived of anything. Food, I'm not going to say my grandmother spoiled them, but she took very good care of all her children and was a great mother, and she knew what's best. And out of 6 boys, 5 of them is on drugs. How do you explain that? Did my grandparents fail? No. No, they didn't. Not at all. They did everything that they possibly could. You can't blame yourself. As a parent, you can only do what you can. 5 of them out of 6 was on drugs. I only have one person in my family, well, one uncle has never experimented with drugs, never did anything like that. And I'm saying all this to say is, I've been around drugs my whole life. I've been around, I grew up around it. Okay? Drugs is horrible. It destroys your life. I always said when I grow up, I didn't, I didn't want to put my son through the things that I went through as a child. Um, and it's a shame. It's just a shame because it doesn't matter. People think drug addicts and crackheads is just the people in the street. No, you could be just as rich as Whitney Houston. You can go to work every day. You could have a good job. You can really you can do all that and still be on drugs. Drugs is one of the hard, especially crack is the hardest drug to kick. It really is. It just is. It just is. I don't believe that a crackhead is a bad person. I don't believe that they're evil. I don't believe that they don't deserve to be loved. I don't believe that they don't love you. I believe that whatever's going on in their head that they can't face, the drugs is what helps them. I mean, you can look through history. Drugs is not a rich or poor thing. It really isn't. You just hear about it more in the poor neighborhoods. But there's a lot of people out here that's educated, and you be asking them why. I don't know why Whitney died and whether it had drugs to do or not. I just hope, and it's just making me really sad. My heart is real heavy because why are we, or is anybody, so what? She's gone. You think when she was a child, she's going to say, yes, I'm going to be a bigger star in the world and I'm going to be a crackhead. Who does that? Nobody wishes that for their life. And how about maybe we turn her into this? Could you imagine? I know if somebody throw me a subliminal message on Facebook, I'm going crazy. Oh, who's she talking to? What's she talking about you? What is she talking about me for? Blah, 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 blah. Imagine if you wake up every morning and somebody you don't know got something to say to you, something about you, about your life. You know the pressures she must go through? And I don't care what nobody say. Nobody is perfect. You can't have a gift from God and something else is not there. You can't. You just can't. There's always something that has to give up. Even the most smartest people in the world. Like I know a lot of smart people that are geniuses. But they're crazy. They're straight up crazy. Because it's just, I don't know how to explain it. But nobody can be born. You can't be completely sane. You can't be completely sane and have a gift from God. You don't, me, you, we'll never have Whitney's money. We'll never live the life that Whitney lived. So before you walk in and talk about her, remember that she was a mother. She was a daughter. She was a sister. She was a friend. Like, everybody knows who Whitney Houston was. And I just want to make sure, like I said before, I just want her legacy to go on. Do not let why she died tarnish, you know? Like my best friend said, she probably died of a broken heart. She lost Bobby. She lost her voice. We don't know what that lady was going through. But anybody that just, anything negative to say, like, I mean, the teacher, of course, I'm not even going to respond. Like, I do live in New York City. And I am off on Friday, and I am going to try my best, if it's possible, to drive down to Newark. I don't even want to get in the facility, the Prudential Center. I just want to be there. I just want to be there. I just want to remember this moment for the rest of my life. I really do. Like, I never cried about her death, but I really just, that's why I did this video, because I just felt like just crying. Like, it's so sad. This woman is gone. 48 years old. Who cares what she did? We don't know what her story was. And I mean, if you're out there and you think that just because somebody's a crackhead that makes them a bad person, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. Because, like I said, I was raised around it, and it's devastating. It's really, really devastating. It devastates your whole life. Like, my whole life, I'm not even supposed to be in New York right now. I'm supposed to still be in California where I was born. You know? It just doesn't matter. The education, like, I just don't know how to explain it. But it doesn't matter how much education you have. You know, like, I mean, the only thing I can really say, and the only thing that can really help you through, and if you are out there and you are on drugs, you know, please, please, pray to God. Because I don't even believe in rehabs. Like, they do help and everything like that. But if you don't want to do it, I've seen family members go in and out of rehab. You know, you try at first, but if it's not in your heart, it's more of a loving yourself. Getting over, sometimes some people is on drugs because they felt a pain, a loss. We don't know what happened. Whitney could have had an ill traumatic experience that we don't know about. You know, people deal with different things, different ways. And then it's like you should never judge anybody. Like, even the term crackhead, what is that? See, they're addicted. They have a problem. They need help. They need love. They need support. They're not crackheads. They're human beings. Because I don't care what nobody say. Everybody has an alcoholic and a drug addict in their family. And if you don't, they hide in their stuff really well from you. Because everybody has one in the family. So what do? You act like your own family? Your own family? You're going to act like you don't love them anymore? I mean, I've seen, without getting too much detail, I have seen firsthand what drugs can do. What it can do to your mind, what it can do to your body. Drugs are the hardest thing to get over. And it's more than, okay, I'm going to stop. They don't want to live like this. You think drug addicts want to do this to their family? They don't. It's just like whatever's in their heart, whatever's bothering them, instead of facing it, it's easy to just put Band-Aids on top of stuff, just to say, okay, to cover it up. It hurts to deal with things that happen in your life. There's someone out here right now that's on drugs and dealing with it and going through their life because they got raped when they was 10 years old, or some crazy thing that happened, and because it happened when they was a kid, they just don't know how to deal with it. And we can't judge, because you never know what can lead you. Because there could be one traumatic experience you could have in your life, and you just be like, F it, I'm just, whatever. We all been in that point where it's just like, what's the point? What's the point of caring anymore? So, I'm just saying this because I just want people to understand that Whitney was a human being. She was a woman. She was a mother. She was a wife. Like, she has a child, an 18-year-old child that is still out here, that has to fend for herself. So what, money? So what? The money don't mean nothing. The money can't bring back her mother. It just can't. It just can't. I never met you, Whitney, but please rest in peace. I know, at least you don't have to deal with this anymore. You don't have to read blogs about what happened to you, and you don't have to, you're in heaven, because I know you're with the Lord. I know, because I know you know the Lord. You always said it. You always said that you knew the Lord. I'm sorry, I'm just doing this video because people really got to understand the seriousness of drugs. It's not nothing to laugh at. It's not nothing to look down upon. Because everybody has a reason why they got on drugs. And it could be the stupidest reason. Let me tell you one reason that somebody told me. They said that they started drugs because they was in college. Okay? And so this is college, 20s, 18 to 20. They was in college. They met a girl. The girl was like, oh, try this. They tried it. They had a drug habit for the next 30, 40 years of their life. Like, it just happens. Like, I personally know I can't touch. I can't. Because if I do get on, I can't even try anything because I have a very addictive personality. So if I was to try crack, I'd be addicted. Other people could and wouldn't. So the best way to make sure I don't get addicted to crack or any heavy drug is if I don't ever try it. That's all I can do. That's all I can really do. But it's real. It happens. Don't look down on anybody because of their drugs. Let's not forget everything she has done for us. Everything she has, all the music, all the times in your life where Whitney was there. Whitney was there. She was there with you, and she's still with us in our spirits and our hearts. That's it. I'm sorry. I don't want to just ramble on, but I just felt the need to do this because it's sad. It's so sad. Drugs. It's sad. It really is. It screws up your life. It really does. And if you're not strong enough to get off of it, then, if you like Whitney and nobody is going to tell you anything because they're getting paid or whatever, all right, let me go before I start crying. But I just want everybody to just please pray for Whitney's spirit, pray for her soul, pray for her daughter, pray for her family. Just, forget about why she died. Let's just deal with the fact that she's gone. We're going to miss her. We got to keep her spirit alive. And that's it. I don't care why she died. I don't care about the facts. I'm still trying to get over the fact that she's gone. Like, Whitney is gone. She is gone. 48 years old, and we'll never hear another Whitney song. We'll never see her beautiful face. She, all the R&B stars that are out today, they all owe their success to Whitney. Whitney let them know, hey, I'm a black girl and I can still be a pop star. Alright guys, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.